Hello, hello. This is Paulina from Paulina Art Stuff. And today I'm going to do a video about books that I want to finish. And this was an idea started by Jess from Coloring Bumblebee here on YouTube. And I decided to join in. I only picked 5 books that I want to finish eventually. And they are 4 books that I am not a huge fan of because of either the subject or paper, and one that I really like, that I like to finish. So let's start. My first book that I want to finish is actually a color by number book from Disney. It is the first tome in the series, which is Les Grands Classiques Tome 1. It's a mystery book. So when you look inside, you can see lines. And when you finish it, it looks like pictures with Disney characters on it. And I've been working in this one, but because it's the first one, it's pretty simple. So the pages are really simple to do. The lines are really thick. And yeah, overall, I was not a huge fan of the pictures in the book. So let me show you some of the solutions. So if you don't want to see this, I would suggest for you to skip ahead to the next book. And these are some of the solutions. But as you can see, this one is really dark. That also means that once you color this, it will also turn out this dark. Same with that one. Same with that one. You see what I mean? They are all pretty dark. So you have to adjust that if you don't want it to look like this. So that is one of the downsides to this book. And besides that, I also wasn't a huge fan of the pictures inside. I thought I would like it a lot more. That I've got like several Disney characters to choose from. But I feel like I like it more when they are like more cute or ones that I like, because there's a lot that I do not like in this book. Like the further I get into the book, the more I like them. But there's still a lot that I don't. Like this is really nice, all of these, except for him, of course. But everything else, like it gets better over time. But you see the colors are really off. And that's not really nice because you have to adjust that yourself. Same with this one with Esmeralda. Way too dark. And I had no idea about that when I bought the book. If I would have known that, I would have not bought this one. I would have probably bought another one. But yeah, at first I thought I will just go in order of when they were released. But now I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to pick the ones I like. Like this one is also really dark, as you can tell, with Shanti from Jungle Book. Yeah, but like these are a lot nicer than in the beginning of the book. And then it ends with this. But as you can see, this is my scratch off sheet. Like there is a scratch off behind it. But because I put plastic on it, I can't open this. So I made my own. Because, yeah, this is just more overview for me. So as you can see, I counted them. There are 40 pages done. So I'm 40% done in this book out of 100. I did 40 pages. So that's quite a lot. But you can see I did a lot in the beginning of the book because I like to go in order. And that's exactly what I did. But I'm also coloring in this with my friend. So as you can see, I already done a whole lot in the beginning of the book. I will just slowly flip through it so you can see what I've done. I used mainly Thule art markers, the acrylic paint pens. And I also bought the Guangna markers recently, but most of these are just the Thule art. Like only further down in the book I used some Guangna here and there. But most of these have been done with Thule paint markers, Thule art. So yeah, I really do like how they came out after I adjusted some of the colors. But yeah, that's because I chose them differently, not because the book was like that. So yeah, I've done quite a lot, as you can see. It's pretty I've done my best. Let's call it that. Like I really been focusing on this book because I was disappointed by it because of all these thick lines. Like I like the look of this, but even her colors were a lot darker. Like you can see that number 6 is actually the dark shade of her dress. You can imagine how dark that is. Like, no, I don't like it. That's why I changed. So here is where it starts to be like that I skip pages. As you can see, I'm skipping pages. And that's how it goes for like this part of the book. As you can see, I did one, didn't do one, blah, 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 blah. This one I did for a how to do a mystery book. And then from this point out, I just did a few here and there. So I will just go like this, like Scar, and I think this one And I don't think I've done anything in between, no. And maybe one, that was it. So why do I skip some pages, you might ask? Well, I'm coloring this with, well, it was a buddy with my friend, Fungus Love Color on Instagram, but by now we're a group with more people in it. But as you can see, I've written down my friend's name, which is Irena. And so I can see which one she also has in her book. So she has the Robin Hood somewhere in her books. She has a Little Mermaid in some of her books. But there are some that she doesn't have. Like this one, for instance, from Pocahontas. The what's his name again? Yep, I don't care. She doesn't have him. But there are a few that she doesn't have. She doesn't have the Red Queen. She doesn't have from Sleeping Beauty. This one from Bambi. This one from Hercules. Like this one from Beauty and the Beast. So there are quite a few that she doesn't have, like that one. You see what I mean? Like everything else she does have. So I will do them with her. But this one she doesn't have. This dog she doesn't have. So I can do that by myself. And she doesn't have this one, this one, this one. These I can all do by myself, plus that one. But these three she does have again. And that's what I've written down on every single page. So I know which ones to skip. So we can buddy. So she can also make some progress in her books. Because she has got different books than me. And in this way I can finish this book sooner than later. Because it was a disappointment for me, to be honest. I do like coloring it. Hence why I did 40 pages already. Because I do quite a lot of pages each month, because this is my book which I grab when I'm not feeling the best, but I still want to color, but I don't want to think about it. This is the book for that. So that's why I really like doing it. But this book was actually one that I shouldn't have bought, if I'm being honest. So that's why this is on my books to finish. This is the book where I colored in the most out of my entire collection. So that's 40 pages out of 100. Then the next one I would like to finish is this book. It's called The Draglings Coloring Book number 1. As you can see, number 1 over here. And it's by Rundle Spengler. This is my favorite artist. I got to know him through cross stitch at first from Heaven and Earth Design. So I did quite a few pieces in cross stitch form from him. And then I found diamond paintings from Diamond Art Club from him as well, because that's the only place he's licensed with for diamond paintings. So I've got tons of diamond paintings from him. And then he came out with a coloring book in 2023, I believe. And I bought it because I was like, yeah, more dragons. But then the issue came. It's Amazon printed. So we've got the Amazon paper. And I am not a fan of Amazon paper. But as you can see, I've done 18 pages so far, because I also count this as a coloring page. So I'm almost like halfway. Almost halfway. That's what I've done so far. And I bought it in January of 2023. I only colored, I think, about like 8 or 10 pages in the first year. I can see, because I written down, like for this one, I written down the start date, because it was the first page I did. I thought, oh, that would be nice if I write it down there, so that I know when I started it, and I do the same in the back. But yeah, I went in order with this one, because that's what I did back then, because I had a lot of pain in my hands, and I could only color with alcohol markers. So that's what I did for this one. Really easy coloring. Like this one was a bit more difficult. Still really nice to do. I did not color everything on some pages, but I don't mind. I will just call them done, because I just wanted to color them. And then I was just done with it. I didn't want to color the rest, so it's done for me. And yeah, that's how I used to do it. But as you can see, there are no dates on these pages, so I've got no idea when exactly I did them. I know it was somewhere in 2023 or 2024 that I did all of these pages. So let's flip through them. And yeah, as you can see, they were all done with alcohol markers. So yeah, this is the last one. So I did 13 pages in 2023 and 2024. And then in 2025, that was when I finally started coloring in more books. I switched to pencils, as you can see, because before I wasn't able to. I done this with the Ohuhu pencils, and I like that a lot more than with the alcohol markers. So that's what I kept up from July onwards. So that was the first time when I touched it again. And I've been doing some pencil work. Like that was alcohol markers again, but I didn't like it, how it looks like. It's just ugly in my opinion. But that's fine, it's done. And from this point, I decided to do to follow the color scheme of the artist. So I looked up the name of the piece and checked it online, because on the left over here, there's the name written of this one. So, oh no, that's the one before. No, it is that one. This is the bedtime stories, but this is also bedtime stories. Then why is it? Yeah, see, that's also bedtime stories. It's just a different picture with the same name. Okay, that's why. So yeah, that's what I did. And this one I did in September. And that was the last one that I did. And that's where I left off. See, I'm just going in order. But what I don't like about this book is that it's like, if you can see it from up close, you can see like some parts have been erased by an eraser tool in paint. You know what I mean? Like on his nose, you can really see it. And there's a lot of gray, like grayish printer stuff going on. And it makes it just really like muted when you color over it. It doesn't look nice at all. It just becomes like bland. For here you can also see it really well. But the further you get in the book, the better it becomes. But that is only with number 1. Number 2 doesn't have that issue. Like this one is already a lot better, as you can see. And the further you get, the better it becomes. Like this one is also not the best, but it can do. It will do. Like this is perfectly fine, as you can see. So yeah. Only a few more that have the gray issue. Like you can see it that the gray is like making it more muted, which is not like nice to look at. So it's hard to color. That's why I would like to get this done, because I don't like Amazon paper. I love the art, but I don't like the paper. That's why I want it done, so it's out of the collection, basically. And the same counts for the next 2 books. I don't like the paper in them, but I do like the art in them. So the first one is A Frog's Tale by R.J. Hampson. I absolutely adore Mr. Fogerty, but I hate Amazon paper. And that's the whole issue. And I did look into the hardcover copy of this, but the paper is barely any like thicker than this. Like it's maybe like a little smidge thicker than this, and that's not worth it to me. And I already decided that, like, you've got doubles with a difference in his books. I already decided that I will only color the first part, which are the first 25 pictures. But as you can see, I numbered them differently, because I also counted this one and this one, which they don't count, I believe. I think they start counting pages from this point onwards. But I count every page that I can color. I did not count this one, by the way, but I will color it, but with some pencils, because these were watercolor or water-based markers, and they bled through, as you can see. I don't really like that. And yeah, I've not done much in this book. Like, I think I've done 3 so far. So I did the intro page. I did one with the umbrella. This one. I tried watercolor. That was a big mistake, because this paper can't handle watercolor. Like, you can even see it still. Like, there's a big, like, hump over there. And you see all the creases over here, because it was like doing this. Like really that big. It's not an over dramatic reaction. That's really what it did when I did. Like, you can still see all the bumpiness here, because I let it dry once I placed water on it, and when it was completely dry, I went over it with alcohol markers. So I saved it, but yeah, you can still see like the paper is damaged on multiple occasions. Like on the back, you can hear it. It's terrible. You can see it here as well. But I saved it, so it looks nice from the front, but no watercolor in this one. So that was a big no. And then I did one more, which is this one, which I did just with alcohol markers. And I do like how this one came out. So this is the plan going forward, that I will just use my alcohol markers and make them really like nice and vibrant, nice and easy to color. But yeah, I hate Amazon paper. That's what I know now. So I don't want any Amazon paper books in my collection. But I find it a waste to just throw them out. You know what I mean? Oh, that came from my Randall Spangler book. So yeah, that's my plan for this one. Just to color it with alcohol markers. And because I would like to finish it sooner than later, all of these books are my focus books for the next year. That's something I did not say yet. So that's something. So yeah. The next book that I would like to complete sooner than later is this one. This is not Amazon printed, but the paper is not the best either. I hate the paper in this one as well. And I will tell you why. Let me open it for you. Like, there are 47 pages in this one. And so far I've only done 2 pages, as you can see. And this is one of them, the wallpaper page. And my paper or my pencils, Polychromos pencils, did not like it. Like you can even see it. Like there's like all these, when I press too hard, you can see that the paper was like, I almost went through it actually, also over here. And then I thought like, okay, pencils is not the way to go because I only have Polychromos pencils. I don't have another set. Maybe later this year I will, because I was saving for Holbeins and I'm waiting for a nice deal. But because they didn't work that well, I was like, okay, let's try watercolor. So that's what I did. And I used an teeny tiny brush. Let me show it to you. Like something like this big, like really tiny. I know I've got even tinier one, but I think I used this one, a really cheap one from back in the day. And I used as little as possible as water as possible, so it was really dry. And because it's so small, that is possible. So this is all done with watercolor. But when I did the bucket and the little ship over here, I used a little bit more water, unfortunately. And even that little bit of water speckled through to the back, as you can see over there and over there. So that means that once I want to do one of these lovely double page spreads, and I use like even a little bit more water than I did there, I will have speckles on the back all over the place. Like with this one, I don't really mind because it's a wallpaper page, but like it would be ugly, you know, because it's a double-sided book. Like, look, you don't want that to be have speckles from watercolor. So that was also a big no for me because of that reason. So I was like, what now? What is left to do? Like I could use paint markers, that I could try, but this is more like, this is more suited for watercolor, like, or pencil work in my opinion. Like this is way too tiny to do with paint markers, you know what I mean? Like look at those little mousies, you know? It's so adorable. I am in love with these pictures in this book, but I hate the paper. And that's why I decided to make this also a focus book, so that it's also out of my collection. Because I do want to finish it, you know. But I have not decided what medium to use yet. I will still give it another go with my Polychromos pencils. But I think I will just pick a simple one, like the one in the back. Like something like this. That's something that I don't like. And see how it goes. But I'm planning on buying the Holbein pencils, and maybe they will work a lot better because this paper is really smooth and slick. I don't know how to call it. Like, it's not really thin, as you can see. It's like a medium weight paper, but it's really like, it's as if it has some kind of coating on it or something. I don't know how to explain it. It feels really slick. So that's probably why my Polychromos doesn't like it for some reason. So I hope my Holbein, which I will hopefully buy with Black Friday, will work a lot better in this when I have this as a focus book next year. So I will have this as a focus book from January onward, just like the other ones that I showed you. And then I've got one more book that is actually one that I do really like and that I don't have an issue with. Well, I do have a little issue, but I solved that already. Like this is one of the first books that I bought because I just love the kitties. And it's Nell Koneko, A Story of a Precious Cat. And, oh, I skipped one. Like, this is how much I've already done. So I've done 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 pages out of 71. There are a lot of pages in here. And they're pretty realistic, as you can see. Like, I've done this one on my own. And after that, I found out there was a buddy group for this book. And it was started by Amy Ward Art on YouTube and Instagram. So if you would like to join us, you can message Amy Ward Art on Instagram and ask if you can join the group. But basically what the group does is we get a choice from like 3 pages out of the book that Amy picks, and we can vote. And the one with the most votes, that's the one we're going to color. And we take like 2 months to color it. So you get 2 months to color one of these pages, which like is fair because it's not a small book, as you can see. It's pretty big. It's a big square book. And so that everybody has a chance to finish it. And if we do a double, like 2 pages, then sometimes she gives us 3 months. But last one that we did was actually 2 months for a double, which I don't mind, you know. I am like, I went in a faster pace than the group because I was playing catch up. Because I was not in the group since the beginning. But as you can see, it's a pretty detailed book. Like this would be lovely for the Met Tea Party in November. But yeah, there's a lot of pages. Like this one was part of the group, I think for July or something. I don't know exactly because I was playing catch up. So I did like 1 each month almost. But yeah, I've got some bleed through over here. like I did this one. And what I do in this book, I use my watercolor as a base, and then I go over with my Polychromos pencils. Because this book does not like Polychromos pencils that much. If you do too much, it will go through to the other side. I will show you. Like, this is the very first page that I've done. And I did not use watercolor as a base. I only used my Polychromos pencils. And you might think, oh, that looks amazing. It does. But I'll show you. You see this? Bleed through from pencils. What happened is that I pressed too hard on the paper. Like, it only takes a few layers. That's one. And then it becomes really like resistant to it or something. It also feels really scratchy. Like, you can see the texture here. Like as if the paper was ripping up. That's because it just wouldn't take any more than about 3 layers or something. Not even that, maybe. It really was resisting the Polychromos on the paper. So I think you would have more luck with wax-based pencils in this book. But by using watercolor first, it actually works a lot better with the Polychromos. You still can't layer a lot, but at least you've got like a really nice base to work from, you know. As you can see, it goes through the seasons. And I am in love with this book. So this is the one that we did for September and October. Yes, September and October. So we did this one in 2 months. Even though some people would prefer 3 months. But we did take 2 months for this. And it's actually a color along on my channel. As are some of the other ones as well. They're all in the playlist on the Nelco Neko. And yeah. So I finished this on the 3rd of October. Beginning of the month, because I wanted it available for the entire month in case people wanted to color it for Halloween. They've got the whole month to do so. But yeah, I have not done a lot yet. Like, I would like maybe to do one of this, maybe that one for the November tea party. I don't want to do this one yet. I think I want to keep this till the last page that I do in the book, because I love it so much. And then we go into winter, and there are also a lot of lovely winter pages. This is more like steampunky. Don't like that one as much. But this is lovely. Like, look at them. Unwrapping their presents. The Christmas tree. Yeah, this is the one that we are doing for November/December. But I think I'm gonna save it for December, because I want to do a Alice page in November. And that's it, what has been picked so far. So this one Amy already did, but I love this one as well. So this might also be a contender to do last in the book, depending on when I'm able to finish it, you know? Like, if it's in the end of the year, I'd rather keep that one and do the Alice one first. And otherwise, I do the Christmas one. And then you got an overview of all the pages, as you can see. Yeah, it's such an adorable book. I love it so much. But I'm struggling with the paper as well. Even though the paper is really not bad, because it takes water medium like a champion. And I know a lot of people have no problems whatsoever. So I think it's just the Polychromos that are having a little bit of an issue with this one. So yeah, I hope the Holbein will work a lot better once I get them. And that's the 5 books that I picked for which ones I would like to finish eventually. Because it will not be next year that these 5 books are done. It's gonna take quite some time still. Like, this one is not actively in my plans, because I always color in my Disney book every month. I never plan it out. I only pick 3 pages with my buddies, and that's it. And I usually do like 5 or 6 a month. So I don't have to worry about that one. That will fill up by itself almost, you know. So that one is a no-brainer. Then the Randall Spangler book is a bit hard because of the paper. And the same with Mr. Froggerty is a bit hard because of the paper. And the same with this one because of the paper. But with this one, I found a solution by doing the watercolor base. So I'm really enjoying this. So because of that, I'm really happy that I have one book that I really like that I'm focusing on. Like, for now, I decided to see if I want to do a page every month. But if I don't like it next year, because I already have these 3 as well that I want to color in every month. And if this one is too much, then I might just only do the body group ones. It really depends. But yeah, it will take still at least 2 years before any of these, like these 4, will be done, at least. And this one might be done sooner, because I've done 40 pages. If I want to do another 60, and I do, say, 5 a month, then 5 times 5 is 25. So 50 is... what am I saying? I'm not saying anything. I'm not making any sense. 60 pages divided by 5 is 10, 11, 12. So that's 12 months. So this one could be done by the end of the next year if I do 5 pages in each month from January onwards. So that one will be done by the end of next year, hopefully. That is my goal, that is done by the end of 2026. But these ones will take longer. These two will probably take each 2 years because of the amount of pages that is left if I do one each month. But that one will take a lot longer because it's barely started and it has a lot of pages. So yeah, we will see when it gets done, but I'm hoping for that one to be finished next year. It's possible. I can see it happening because I know I can do that many in a month without like really trying, because it's my bad day coloring book and I've got always a lot of bad days in the month. So that's good. That's really good that I can finish that one, scratch it off the list. So yeah, that's everything I had to share with you today. And I hope to see you for my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.